Hello, good morning. How are you doing? We want to keep on talking about money rules for 2025. I have nine of them today. We may not go through all nine of them today, but we need to make sure we know them. They are important. Rule number one, the rule of 72. We already talked about that, but we keep saying that. Divide 72 by your return or rate of return to see how long it will take to double your money. The rule of 72. If you do not remember this, you watch the video. The video is, you can watch that video later, the rule of 72. You want to know about the investment you're making. The investment you are making, how much how long is it going to take for your money to double? The rule of 72. So I want you to look it up. I already have a video on this, but make sure that you're using this rule number one of money, the rule of 72, doubling time of your investment. Number two, 4% rule. Withdraw 4% of your retirement savings annually to make it last for 30 years. So to make sure that your investment lasts for 30 years, make sure you just withdraw only 4% of them yearly. Um, Number three, 20% rule. Number three is 20% rule. Um, I want to make sure, let me actually pull this up so that I can talk about the 20% rule. The 20% rule says that you save and invest at least 20% of your income for your future. Save 20% um, or save and invest. You can save them or invest them, save them somewhere that because see, you are saving for your future, you're saving for your family, for emergencies. So you don't really want to spend all the money that you earn. So 20% rule says that you want to save and invest 20% of your income or more, 20% of your income for future use. Make sure that nobody else tries to squander them when it is not time. So 20% rule is save your investment, save your money for future use. I'm going to clean this up. Also, we have rule number four, rule of money number four. It says 6 months rule. Keep 6 months of your expenses in an emergency fund. We keep saying it. We know that already. Keep 6 months of your expenses in an emergency fund. 6 months of your money. The 6 months of the money you make today. Make sure that you have an emergency fund. Make sure that you are saving your money. You have 6 months emergency fund in case of anything, so that you can just go in there and dip your hand in there and start using that emergency fund before you borrow. Number five, rule of money number five, 30% rule. This is 30% rule. In 30% rule, it says keep housing under 30%. For example, if you are going to buy a house and it doesn't matter how much money you have, what percentage of the money you have is your net worth? So this rule number five says make sure that the house you are buying is under 30% of your net worth so that after paying the house note, you still have more than enough to keep your house together, to keep your house in order. So to make sure that you are following this 30% rule, You really, really want to make sure that any new house you want to buy is under 30% of your net worth. What is your net worth? It is your asset minus liability. Your net worth is asset minus liability. I'm not a financial advisor, but these are the things we need to know. If you really need a financial advisor, you get, all these things are very important. I didn't know them when I was young. Nobody told me that. I wish somebody taught me this. So that is why I decided to start saying them. And so I say them, I will be saying them all the time so you know. 30% rule means do not buy a new car or a new house that is more than 30% of your income or net worth. Your investments in an asset that is going to be depreciating, your car will be depreciating. That's all you know. Your house does not depreciate actually, but it's also important that you buy a house that is under 30% of your net worth, your investment, your money, what you make, what you have right now. Number six, rule of money number six, 15% rule says spend less than 50% of your income on a car loan. So less than 15% on a car loan, you don't really want to spend more than that. And it's actually good to buy a used car. You don't want to buy a car that is just from the oven. Somebody said it's from the oven, fresh from the oven. Used car, because if you buy that one fresh from the lot, actually all you need is drive it from your house to from the car lot to your house, and you have actually depreciated about 10% or more than that. So 15% rule says when you're buying a car, make sure it is under 15% of your net worth. Okay. All right. So that the loan you get is to buy a car is not supposed to be more than 15% of your income or 15% of your net worth. Um, Rule number seven says 50, 30, 20. We talked about it before. We still have to talk about it again. Make sure that your 50, 30, 20 is that says that spend 50% of your income on your needs, what you really need on your needs. Spend 50% of your income on your needs. 30% on your wants, and 20% of your save on your savings. 50, 30, 20. 50% on your needs, 30% on your wants, 20% of your on your savings. Okay, money rule number eight. Money rule number eight says savings by age rule. Save 1x income in by 30. That's if you're still 30 years, save 1x. Or you can just say 1x of your money when you're 30, 3x by your 40, 6x by your 50. So it means using some percentage, making sure you're saving all the time, especially starting from 30 when you have started working. But if anybody advises you, you can start saving when you're 15. But if you don't have anybody advising you like about money, like I did not, you probably won't start saving until you're 40. I started saving when I was 40. Okay. Rule number nine, pay yourself first. We keep saying it, but it's important. Rule number nine, say pay yourself first. When you are paid, pay yourself. It doesn't matter the kind of job you have, 5 to 9, business, you're working for yourself, pay yourself first. Save money before spending it on other things. Save money before spending it on other things. Invest it. That percentage you pay yourself, that's what we mean by saving it. Do something. Do you first. Do you when you get that. So we talked about 9 rules of money today, and we want to be expanding on this. The most important thing is that we have to be careful how we use money. I already said it is the elephant in the room, and therefore we want to make sure that we use it carefully. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you some other time. Bye.